Hi everyone, welcome back to Sashay Away with Barry. I'm here and we just had the reunion. I wasn't going to do a recording for the reunion, but there was it was actually enjoyable and I had some stuff to say. So I'm going to sit here and talk about it. Those of you who are just catching up, this is season 13, the reunion episode. I say that it was done by Zoom, but I think a lot of it was pre-recorded. And then bits of it were live, I think. I don't know that it was all live, but it could be. Who knows? Not live, like recorded live, obviously, but I don't know if it was taped live or if the queens just sent in tapes and Ru kind of reacted because she didn't really talk to any of them except for Lala and Denali directly. So I think those bits were obviously via Zoom live kind of thing, but I don't know if the actual interviews, because they weren't real interviews, it was just the queens talking. There was no one asked questions. So I don't know if that was live or not. It totally could have been. And we do not get interviews with the top four. We just get them coming into the building. They do a little silly 69 questions thing, kind of like the Vogue thing, as they're walking in. And yeah, I don't know. Like my tooth is still broken. Oh, it's over here. It's still broken. I have 2 weeks before my appointment to get it fixed. So we're gonna stick with it through the finale, apparently. And probably through the first week of Australia. But let's not talk about it. Let's not dwell on it. Well, let's get into this episode. And again, this was the reunion. So here we go. RuPaul starts us off. She is in the theater. And this is the United Artists Theater in LA. Scarlet Envy posted a picture, we talked about it before, that said RuPaul's Drag Race finale. Outside of it, it was a kind of our first hint that things were really happening. We did have a little bit of intel from David as well. I don't know if we did that on video or not, but Rosé was quarantining, and so a friend of his had to go and go for a fitting for her finale gown. So there you go. She couldn't go to it. So a friend of a drag queen friend of Rosé's and David's went for her for that final fitting. So we kind of figured it was being taped live. I don't think there's going to be a live audience. Showing from the end of this, it did show the entire crew setup and filming were in the audience. So I don't think that's going to happen with an audience on the stage, but it will be a lip sync smackdown. I think she called her showdown. I don't know what she called. I think she called it a smackdown for the finale, taped on the United Artists stage. It's obviously already filmed. And we will just see the episode next week once they get done with all the editing. I will say I have been to the last two finales that were live. That is season 10 and 11 in this United Artists Theater. And it made me a little sad that I don't get to be there for this one because I enjoy going to them. I have a good time. It is a long night. Don't get me wrong about that. It is about 8 hours of taping that gets whittled down to about an hour and a half show. So it is long and you are sitting there for a very long time. They don't want you to get up, but you can get up and go to the restroom. You can go to the bar, but they kind of want to make sure all the seats are filled in case the camera flies around on you. And it doesn't show people just walking around or empty seats like that. Next year, hopefully we will be back. I'd love to get a group of people to go to the finale together with. I've gone with my friend David Seshko once. I've gone by myself once. And I've had a really good time both times. So I hope to be back. And it made me a little sad that I wasn't there for this taping. I know no one was, but you know, that's the way it is. So there's RuPaul on the stage and she's kind of being the narrator host of the evening. Like I said, I don't know if she was live on Zoom with these queens or not. Maybe they were, and they were all on and just like waiting to be brought in one by one and not actually talk directly to Ru. I don't know. But first, we go in reverse order, obviously. This is how it happens for all the reunions, starting with Kimora Hall in Chicago. I'm not going to talk about what they talked about. They just kind of recapped their season on the show. If you didn't watch the reunion, I would say go watch it. It's long. And kind of par for the course. We have the longest season ever in Drag Race, so we have a very long reunion, of course. But there are extra things in this reunion that made it long, but also made it a little more enjoyable. I think Kimora looks great. I'm not crazy about this wig. I'm not sure what it is, because it looks like it's just fringe, but then it also looks like it might be beaded. I can't really tell. She posted an Instagram picture of her whole body look, and it's a great look. And I think with the whole body, the wig looks great, but I don't love the wig close up, I think. I had a fringe outfit, and it looks like that's what this is, just like pieces of almost string. They're kind of looped. You can see them in inner bangs right there. And that's kind of what the outfit was. I wore it to the finale actually of season 11. And I hated wearing it because it kept getting caught on everything. And it would get caught, not like snagged. The loops would get caught around things. Like it would stick to the chair. A loop would go around the chair handle and you'd get stuck in that. But whatever. She looks beautiful. I think I love the black lip on her. I think it really, really stands out. Her lips, she painted her lips really big, which I think is really cool. So I think she looked great. So in addition to this, we got a performance from each of the queens. And Kimora's performance, she started off in the bathtub, but she did Give Him Something He Can Feel by In Vogue. I have to keep looking down because I wrote these all down so I don't forget them. Can you believe it? I took notes. Oh my God. I think I during the beginning of quarantine, I was going stir crazy at home. So I started doing Instagram lives from my bathtub. I didn't obviously get naked in bubbles, but I did wrap my head in a towel. I put on earrings, I put on lipstick, and was doing Instagram lives from there. It was stupid and fun. And it lasted about 3 weeks and then I was over it. But I have some cute pictures of me with my towel wrap head and lipstick and earrings. So I appreciated the start of her video. It's a lovely video. These are things that they produce themselves at home. And it was just nice to see her perform an actual song that she could perform well. She did say that she is a park and bark kind of gal and does ballads, and this song really fit her. It was also a dedication to her drag mother who passed away. And if you saw what was going to be her, I don't know if it was her finale look or the last episode, kind of the top 4 episode, she did a version of her drag mother's gown from a pageant. So it is very special. It wasn't the greatest gown in the world, but it was a lovely tribute to her. So great to see Kimora back on our screen. I don't know that we'll see much more of her, because I don't think she's all-star material personally. Next, we have Joey J wearing a wig and this crazy collar necklace. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this wig is either. At one point, Tamisha did call it a Anita Baker haircut, which it totally is. Joey J is adorable and super gay and super fun. So I appreciate that Joey J was on this season. I appreciate that Joey J has a sense of humor about herself. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. Her video, before I flip this slide, she did I Want You Back by NSYNC. She gave us 2 looks in the video and then a surprise 5 additional looks. So the top 2 are obviously Joey J, one with a wig, one without a wig. And then she did all 5 NSYNC characters, which I think is absolutely hysterical. And I give special shout out to this Justin Timberlake fro. It was so funny and so enjoyable to watch watching the 5 was more enjoyable than watching Joey J, I will say. And it was kind of like a dream sequence kind of thing. And it starts with Joey J, and I don't know if I guess it did start with her with the wig look, and she's a bartender and she falls asleep on the bar. And then at the end, Lance Bass comes in and wakes her up as the bar owner to get back to work. It was very cute. So I appreciated that, and I appreciate Joey J. I think he's adorable, and I love that someone was super feminine, super gay on the show and was unashamed of it. going to take a drink of my green tea. Yes, this is green tea. It is not whiskey. It is not beer. It is not urine. It is green tea. It's very late here and I'm going to bed shortly, so I'm just drinking some green tea. Next, we have Tamisha Amman looking beautiful. I love this little lavender wig she's wearing. Her black breastplate looks really good on her. She loves the breastplate. I like the dress as well. She is a joy to me because her distaste for Candy Muse is as real as mine. She literally said, Candy Muse and I will never be friends, but I don't wish her harm. And I appreciate that. And so Tamisha Amman, you are a star. You are one of my favorite queens that have ever been on the show. I really, really hope they bring you back for All Stars when you're fully well. Because I love her old school drag and she's unapologetically old school drag. She did not try to change for Drag Race. She did her old school drag and she did it the way she wanted to. And I appreciate that so, so much. She gave us an original song and this face says it all. The song is called Arrogant and it's really a slap in the face to Candy Muse. But it's really just all of her catchphrases from the season. Mitch Farino put the song together. She has a verse in the middle of it, which is really fun. She has dancers and voguers all around her. They lift her up towards the end. So really, really well done. This, to me, is the one of the original songs. This is the best one. It's not even really an original song because it literally is just sound bites from the show until she gets to her little rap verse. But this is the song that I would download. I don't think I would download any of the other original songs on the show. But I'm happy to have Tamisha Amman on my screen. Lala Ree gets the award for the best dressed for this. I think this dress is gorgeous. I think it's really, really interesting. I can't wait to see a full photo of it. I'm sure it's either super short or comes to the knee. I don't think it's going to be a full gown. If it is, even better, because I'll appreciate that. I usually don't like a little flat wig, but I think this wig works for her because the shoulders are so dramatic and so big. She's a joy too. I totally discounted her from Meet the Queens. I thought she was just going to be another nobody, but she won me over very quickly. And she won me over in this video. She made me laugh. She was fun. She talked about her having a great time on the show. Which is really all I want these queens to do, is to have a good time. I don't want them to be miserable on the show. I want them to have a good time no matter where they finish. And she did that. She also gave us an original song. This is probably the best picture I could get from it because it moves very, very fast in the video. But I would say go watch it. It's called Bad Bitch Tip, featuring Ocean Kelly, who I don't know if is a cisgender woman or an actual drag queen as well. But they both rap the whole thing. It's very fast. It's very moving. There's dancing. She has like 4 different outfits that she wears in it. And so it moves very fast, but it's not my kind of song, but it's a good song. I'm not a huge rap fan. I fully admit that. And this is full on rap. But Lala Ree makes me happy. So that's all that matters. Next is Elliot with 2 T's, who I think looks really cute here. I like this high pony on her. I think it looks good. I think her lighting is right. The dress is fine. I don't even know if it's a dress. It may just be a top. She likes to wear pants. But I think her face looks good. I think, again, she's not one of my favorites on the show. So I don't really have a lot to say about her. She did some good things on the show. And I think she did some poor things on the show. That's all. Her song that she did was Hideaway by Keisha. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I know the song, but I don't know the name of the artist. She had these 2 dancers as well. She wanted to make it a tribute to her dancers and choreographer. And she did that. You can't see this from here, but if you go back and watch the video, she's wearing a one-legged pant, which I don't appreciate at all. I'm not a big fan of that. I've never been a fan of it, but I think her hair looks really good here. Her eye makeup is a little too dark for me. But other than that, and her lip makeup, she apparently loves to wear this nude lip. I mean, she wore it on the episode she got sent home on. This one is a little more pink than that, but the performance was fine. It's a lot of dancing. Denali is giving us Northern Lights in her look is what she said. And that is what all the colors are. And that is what the stones are for. This wig I think is really cool. I don't know if that's hair hanging down the back or like a veil, but I think it's hair. It's just very piecey, that's all. Denali Fox is another one that I had I'm still not a huge fan of hers, but I appreciate her drag more than I did when I started. Because I think she had a bratty attitude on the show. And I don't know if that was real or if that was a manufactured thing for the show. But she is a talented, talented queen. And I think she looks fantastic in this look. I love this eye makeup on her. I think the eye makeup is stunning. And something that I would love to try to recreate, but I don't dare try to recreate because my eye makeup skills are not great. But I think she looks lovely. She gave us a lip skate for her life. So obviously that is her skating. She did a costume reveal. It was a black costume that she did some spinning, and then I think her wig changed too, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember what the wig looked like at the beginning. But she just some kind of pull of a fabric and it folds down into the red. It was amazing. The fact that she can skate the way she does and lip sync at the same time is amazing. And she did it to the Blackpink song, How You Like That. I don't know this song. I don't know Blackpink. I know they're a K-pop band, and it was a rap song as well. But just watching her skate is really kind of magical and fun. So bravo to Denali. You did a great job. We had a little break, and some of the queens tooted and booted the looks. And it was pretty unanimous that Utica had the best look, which was her sleeping bag look. And it was very unanimous that Lala Ree had the worst look with her paper bag dress, which was not a dress at all. They didn't really say anything about Candy Muse's hideous look. She had two. Oh, they did talk about the alien look once. Then they asked people to toot and boot it, and no one said it. They'd all just stared at it. But they didn't bring out that hideous pocket look, which I think was worse than the alien look. But they didn't bring it out because that, to me, is almost just as bad as the paper bag dress. But anyway, Lala Ree wins the Golden Boot Award. This is the first time this has happened. She was very excited about it. She said she's going to put it in her bedroom next to her dildo, which just made me laugh that was said on television. Bravo to Lala Ree, making me laugh even more. Tina Burner is looking good here. I love this wig on her. I think she should wear blonde wigs more. The outfit is fine. It's nothing to shout home about. But I think her makeup actually looks really good. I know that she had some kind of major surgery right after filming or during the summer last year. So I hope she's back to normal. She has been performing out at $3 Bill in Brooklyn, so I'm assuming that she is back in full force. But I think she actually looks really good here. So I appreciate that. She had a little bit of self-humor about her red, yellow, and orange looks. And she said that Tina Burner does own those looks, Candy Muse, so don't get that wrong. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed her little interview that she did. She didn't have a great run on the show. That's all. She did her original song, Turn It and Burn It. This is what she wore in the video. I don't like the song, but that's just me. What I did appreciate is that she had all of these New York queens, these local New York queens that are just performing queens. They have never been on Drag Race in her looks from the season. And I think that is super cool and fantastic. So I love that about her. I love that she incorporated them into the video. And that made me happy. Utica Queen is giving us very big Sasha Velour vibes here. If you didn't know any better, you would think it was Sasha Velour from this picture. I think she looks cool. The eye makeup is kind of kooky, but Utica is kooky. Did I call her? No, I said she looks like Sasha Velour. Woo, lost my mind for a moment there. But the eye makeup is a little weird. That may be why she put these glasses on, because it's kind of funky. She's a bananas queen, and I love her for that. I love that she owns it. I love that she owned up the fact that she doesn't know how to roast. I feel like she should know how to roast from seeing so many seasons of Drag Race, but I think she honestly didn't know any better. Who knows? Because she was so bad. It was just so bad. Her video, she did 2 Halsey's. You should be sad. I think I typed it wrong. I think it's you should be sad. This is a really cool video that she made herself. It's really, really well done. She's tied up like in these spider webs and she cuts herself free. When it starts, they're closed and it looks like she's holding knives, and then she opens up and there's scissors, and then she ends up cutting herself free. The light changes throughout from pinks to blues. It's really, really good. And she really is a great lip syncer. I'm not sure why she wasn't picked to be one of the lip sync assassins that get to perform at the end. But who knows? I mean, I think I know why, because it's a dance song and she's not a dancer. But I think her video might be my favorite one that was produced at home. And I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate Utica. I appreciate the drag that she offers, and I'm sure we will see her again. Olivia Lux is giving us hair. I love that all of her wigs are behind her. She has the most gorgeous smile. Her baby voice is still annoying. It was cute at the beginning of the season. It grated on my nerves towards the end of the season. It hasn't gone away, so I believe that is part of her character. I hope that she kind of phases it out a little bit, because it does kind of get on your nerves. But I think Olivia is a great queen. I think she's fantastic. I think she's gorgeous. I think she has so far to go that she can go, not so far to go, so far that she can go, because she is so new at drag, having gone on the show with only a year and a half experience. I expect only great things from her. I guarantee we will see her again on an All-Stars. She gave us old-fashioned drag with I'm Going Down by Mary J. Blige. You cannot get better than this song. She put on a great video. It's very sexy, very sultry, very just a stunning video. So watch this one. This is my second favorite after Utica's. She did a great job. She played the piano at the beginning a little bit, so I was happy to see that we got to see that. This is my favorite wig that she wears, so I'm glad that she's wearing it in this video. And bravo to Olivia. Then we get our lip sync assassins. First is Denali, and she and Lala are going to be lip syncing for a charity of their choice. The choice for Denali was the National Center for Transgender Equality. Great charity. And the winner of the lip sync gets $10,000 for their charities from Barefoot Wines. I'm going to raise my glass even though I don't have wine. I do like Barefoot wine though. I will say that. So this is Denali's lip sync look. She's giving us this gigantic Dolly Parton wig, and a dance suit, obviously. So she's gonna be dancing up a storm. And then we have Lala Ree. She is lip syncing for National Black Justice Coalition. Also amazing. These gloves are giving me life because they are so gigantic. I mean, you can just see her man hands in them. It is really funny. But they are at home in their hometown bars. I love that during the lip sync there were fans on them, so their hair was blowing like Beyonce. But they are going to be lip syncing to Be My Lover by La Bouche, clearly a dance number, which is why we have these two going at it. They are two of the strongest dancers of the season. Elliot is probably mad that she didn't get to be a part of that because she thought she was the dancer of the season. But we get these two, and I have these pictures from it. So at the start, that's the start of it. At the top, they both, Janali did a backflip and her wig came off to reveal this blue wig. I love a wig reveal like that. Evie Oddly did one on her season and I was just amazed at it, how wonderful it was. So Denali did it with a backflip. Then we get them doing backbends literally at the same moment, which was fantastic. And then the end shot at the end. Denali put every trick she possibly could in it. She did a backflip, she did a one-handed cartwheel, she did splits, she did lots of dancing. They both did duck walking. Lala Ree didn't do a lot of tricks, but she danced up a storm. And in my opinion, Lala Ree won. I appreciated her lip sync more because it seemed more authentic, whereas Denali's was just trick after trick after trick after trick. And you know how my feeling about that. One or two tricks is fine. When you put 12 in there, it's just too much. It's like you're trying too hard. Not that she did a bad job. It was still great. Don't get me wrong about that. So Rue says that Janali is the winner. Her charity gets $10,000. And because it is for charity, Lala Ree's charity gets $5,000 as well. So bravo, World of Wonder, for putting up that money. And thank you for making those donations to those charities. Our final four are in the theater. We get little snips of them throughout. I'm not going to talk much about it. I will talk about their 69 questions. Of them, Rosé won. She was the funniest and wittiest. She thought on her feet and she was funny about it. It made me laugh. The others gave me nothing. They just answered the questions, which is fine, I guess. But I appreciate comedy more than anything else. And you all know that I am a Rosé stan. I think she looks fantastic here as well. And that's all I'm gonna say. This is them on the stage. RuPaul was talking to them. And they're looking out into the empty audience, obviously, because there's no one there. They're very excited to be on stage, I think, and the finale, and that makes me happy. Simone obviously has some orange hair now. These pants that she is wearing, they were so distracting when she was walking in because you saw the back of them, and then she would like turn her head to answer the question. And they had the craziest elastic in them. And I was like, what are these pants that she's wearing? I'm happy to see that they're not elastic all the way around, that it was just in the back section of it. So that makes me a little happier with them. Gottmik admits that she got a ton of Botox. Rosé says she might have got some fillers as well. So we're going to have some new faces for the finale. And then we get treated to some unseen footage. And this is from the last episode, obviously. And I questioned why we didn't get it last time. And that was the question of, why should you be America's Next Drag Superstar? And so they showed it to us right here. Gottmik said that she wants to be, I'm not going to give you their whole speeches, obviously, but she said she wants to be the representation that she wished she could have seen on television growing up. I think that's super smart of her to say that. I think it is necessary, it's poignant, and really kind of resonated with me. It's like, yep, that is the right answer to give. Candy Muse said a lot with her big old mush mouth. Some of it was hard to understand, but she wanted to stress that you don't have to be perfect to be the winner. You can make mistakes and get back up. And that it's okay to be big, it's okay to be loud, it's okay to be brown, and there are tons of those kind of people, little sissy boys in the Bronx that she wants to be she wants to be a role model for, not a representation, a role model for. So good on her. That is everything she said is true. Rosé said that she should win because there is just about nothing that she can't do. And when she sees herself in the few years, she thinks of this drag mogul who does music, who is funny, who has her own show. I don't think she said that, but something like that. And then she made a joke saying it was Lady Bunny, and then said, just kidding, it's RuPaul. And that's where she would like to see her future. Suck up to the judge. Absolutely. Simone said that this experience has taught her to take down her protective walls and to love herself. And she thinks that her drag is an inspiration and is willing to fight for what is hers. She didn't come out and say that's the crown, but I think that's what we're supposed to take from that. I would be fine with 3 of these queens winning. I think Candy Muse does not deserve to win. Am I going to stop watching the show if she wins? Absolutely not, because I love the show. I've been watching the show for now 13 years, and I've watched every season of every country. I'm still going to keep watching it. I love the show. Nothing is going to stop that. I just don't think Candy deserves to win. That's fine. I'd be happy with Gottmik, Rosé, or Simone winning. I'm still putting my money on Rosé. I know that is a very unpopular opinion with most people, but that is where I'm at. And we were told that it's going to be a lip sync smackdown for the crown. And I think that of these 4 queens, the 2 strongest lip singers are obviously Rosé and Simone. I know Gottmik and Candy both won their initial ones, but they haven't won one since. Gottmik didn't have a chance to win one, obviously, because she didn't lip sync again. Candy Muse won a couple and lost one and is still here. So we've seen, she won her first one, but I don't know that she won it. It was a very lackluster lip sync. She won it for literally turning on and off the boombox that she brought on stage. That's the only reason she won. Otherwise, they were both kind of bad. Gottmik again, she went against Utica, I think. I thought either of them could have won because, again, neither were super special. The song suited Gottmik more, we know now, based on the character that she does, that little airhead, because it was the Lindsay Lohan song. So maybe it fit that better. I don't know. I know Rosé is a super strong lip syncer. I thought she and Olivia at the very first one, I thought it could have gone to either of them. They chose Olivia. I thought they both did a great job, but I thought it also could have been Rosé just as easily. And I think it was strategic that they put it in there for the show to kind of set her back a little and be like, oh shit, maybe I'm not who I thought I was. But she has proved herself again and again in the Rusical, in the very first challenge of, I think they did Phenomenon, whatever song the second group did, I don't remember. But she was in the top with Denali for that one and lip synced. But Denali got the win in the end, but Rosé was in the top. And Simone has proved that she is an amazing lip syncer. She just needs to change it up a little. I hope during the break she learned that, and that she can't do the same thing, although the judges love it when she does that, so maybe she can. So I think in the end it'll come down to Rosé and Simone if it's a lip sync thing, unless they make them lip sync against each other for the first one. Who knows? But that's my gig, is saying that, and I think Rosé is going to win. I think it's kind of a big bookend that she lost the first lip sync that she did, and then she wins in the end by a lip sync. It makes perfect sense to me. I think if you look at the report cards, which I don't like to do, Rosé's is actually the strongest. I know Simone has one more win. Simone was in the bottom twice, though. Rosé's never been in the bottom. Rosé has 3 wins. And she has mostly been in the top. She may not have all the wins, but she's been in the top more times than anyone else on the stage. Gottmik also has never been in the bottom. There were a couple times I thought she could have been, and they just didn't put her there. And I think they didn't put her there because she's not a strong lip syncer. And so we're going to get that. We'll get to see that next week. And I'm very excited for the finale. What I'm more excited about was at the end, RuPaul pulled out a broom and started sweeping the stage, and it just made me laugh. I was like, this is exactly how this reunion should have ended. And I hope the finale starts like that with her with the broom. It would make my day. We did see a little clip of RuPaul talking about it. I did not like her look. I'm assuming that's what she's going to wear for the finale, and it makes me kind of sad because it's really weird looking. I don't like it. She's wearing this bright yellow hair, which I did not enjoy. But we'll see next week when she does it. That is all I have to say about that episode. It's probably more than anyone thought I was going to say about that episode, because it was just a reunion, but I did enjoy it. So I will say that. I want to thank you all for watching and listening. There's going to not be any toots and boots, I don't think, this week. Maybe there will. We didn't have looks from the top 4 queens, so we can't really do, there won't be a video, I should say. Maybe I'll put them on Instagram just for shits and giggles of the other queens and give them some love. But I don't think we're going to be doing it for the video. Maybe we will. I don't know. I'll have to talk to the boys and find out. But if you don't see it on Monday or Tuesday, don't be surprised, because we do that for the Fantasy League, and we can't do that without the top 4 in outfits to toot and boot. There's no points to be given otherwise, because all the other queens have been eliminated. So look in your feeds on Sunday on Instagram, not in your feeds, in my Insta story at Sashay Away with Barry, and just to see if it's there. I will try to pull photos from Instagram of the queens that put them up. If they don't, I can't put them up because I don't have full body shots. I'm not gonna do anything like that. And I'm not gonna do the performances in case people haven't watched it. There, I said it. Oh my God, my tooth looks so crazy. Sorry, everyone. I keep staring at my tooth when I see it. I try to cover up as much as possible with my lips, but it's getting harder and harder to not see it. I wish I could go to the dentist. I may have to call them and ask them to get me in sooner than later, because I just need to get it taken care of. Anyway, I'm rambling now. It is 12:10 a.m. in New York City right now, and I will see you all next week for the finale. We will crown a winner. I was going to say maybe I'll go in full drag for it. I'm not, because I'm leaving for vacation the next day. So I'm going to put up a video in whatever it is that I'm sitting at home watching, probably in my pajamas. And that'll be it, because I am leaving the next day for vacation to go see my parents. And I have a 11-hour drive. So there you go. But thank you all again for watching. Please, please be safe out there. Wear your mask, social distance, wash your hands, be kind to people. I know the vaccinations are out there, but rates are going up again here in the States. And I think it's because people that have the vaccination think they are foolproof. It is not a cure. It is just a vaccination. It is lowering what the symptoms will be for you. You won't have to probably be hospitalized, but you can still get it and you can still transmit it. So please, please, please wear your mask, social distance, wash your hands, and be safe. Thank you all. I love you, and bye-bye.